We have got a brand new Batman here. We have got the Adam West Batman. They finally made him in the original McFarlane scale here, instead of those, they use 6-inch scale 66 line that they do. Super excited to get this guy. We're going to be opening him up and taking a look and seeing what we got. We got this nice ass box art on the back there, just good old like standstill picture there. Like, I believe it's pulled straight from a show, but we do actually also apparently have a replica cowl contest or something that you can get sweepstake codes for in every box. So that's pretty cool. I mean, get like one chance, I guess. Like, I don't know if any other ones are coming with this, but we'll take a look and see. But yeah, as you can see, he looks super cool. Let's get him out. And right out of the box, in the back, we do have, I believe, our trading card and our little sweepstakes thing. We got one of those scratch-off things. Got our stand. And then for our figure himself, which is real nice, we've got this kind of weird-feeling cloth cape. Like, it doesn't necessarily feel like a cloth cape, but it does have wires in it. And then, we've got 2 extra set of hands, so we've got 3 full sets. It's pretty cool. We've got a batarang, we've got a little bat communicator there, and then we do have these little thingies holding his arms down, so be aware of that when you're pulling them out. And now that we've got everything pulled out, we can take a good look here. Well, he does look really nice. He does feel very loose, and that could just be my figure. He doesn't feel like his joints are super stiff or anything like that. He's actually quite easy to move around. And like, it's not that he's not holding articulation, but he's super easy to just kind of move around and play with, which is not necessarily a bad thing. But I would be worried that somebody's going to get one that is just not going to hold articulation with how easily this guy is moving around. Now, that cape, like I said, is a weird material. Like, I'm not quite sure what they did with this cape, but they have the whole, like, posability to it. You could do stuff with it. That's super cool. But it feels like almost like that fake trash baggy, like, leather kind of feel, like that polyester. Like, it's just a really weird feel to the cape. Like, it doesn't feel like a normal cloth cape. And I'm not sure how I feel about it. I feel like I'd rather have, like, it almost feels like a plastic bag. Like, it's kind of really weird. And it definitely has that weird feel to it. As far as our accessories, we have got our extra hands. He comes with just your standard little grip hands equipped. And then we do have these nice little, like, disco hands, I suppose you would call them. So that he could do his whole little, like, psychedelic disco dance, which is pretty cool. And then we've got what I'm assuming this is batarang holding hand. Pretty cool. This nice little finger. We've got our finger pointer. That's a good one too. Like, I really like that the last couple figures I've gotten all of these interesting hands. Very nice. We've got our little bat radio. Very basic, very simple. And then, of course, we've got the batarang itself, which has, let's see if we can get it to focus here. It has that hole in it on that side there, and you could easily rope something through there, some string, so that he can like have like his like grapple hook kind of thing going on with it, So that's pretty nice right there. Now, as far as his actual articulation and everything goes, let's get right into that after we get a good height on him. We have got about 7.5, it looks like. Looks like he's standing about 7.25 to 7.5. Depends on which way you're really looking at. Yeah, 7.5. I'm going with 7.5 inches. Real nice. Like, that's the scale that we wanted, going in line with everything else that they do. So it's just nice to see him outside of that retro 66 line. We've got our full movements. The thing that's nice is that he looks really good. He really does. You got that cape blowing and everything. We get that pointer finger Look at him. He just looks really nice. He does. Like, you know, and he's such a simple design. It's surprising that it took him this long to get here. Let's see if we can zoom this out, get a full look here. We've got that extra shoulder piece, so you get that real good range on that articulation. You can see that there. He can fully rotate. He's got that bicep twist. He's got that double hinge on the elbows, so he gets that full range. And then, of course, you can move and pivot those hands. And he's got that whole upper body movement. He does not have a lower body movement. He's got his ratchet legs, which is real nice. That, like, this is just kind of seems to be more standard now. It's so nice. And you got double on those knees. Those knees feel really nice, and those knees feel ratchet too. And I think they are, actually. I think they are like a ratchet system on there. That's real nice. And then, of course, we've got our toe articulation, and then our full movement on those ankles. Real nice to see. He is going to move around, pose very nicely for you. And then to be able to pose that cape is going to give you a whole new array of fun. So let's see if we can get something going here real quick. He just looks really nice. I like him. I think he is definitely a benefit to this line. DC Multiverse was missing some things, and I feel like they went overboard this time on their wave of Batman figures, like they always do. But I mean, some of them were just unnecessary. The only thing that I will say is that his leg is looking really funky to me, and like, it's not just the way I'm positioning him. He just has this weird kind of, I don't know, like, it kind of looks like his legs do just kind of bow out. And I don't know if like every single figure is looking like that, if I just got a weird looking one. But as you can see, like the way that his whole leg system, if we fully flatten out his joint there, it has this weird curve to it. Like, I don't know, almost like a second back elbow, like, you know, like a back knee to the calf there. It's just, it kind of stands out a little bit when you're looking at it. And that's my main gripe with him. Upward wise, like, he looks really good. He just looks solid. Let's mess around, get some poses going, check out some different hands. Got those little disco hands going for him, you know, and like, that's real nice. The thing that I did notice though is that his elbow upper forearm is not holding anywhere past. As soon as you get to past that first snap there, like, he just doesn't want to hold a position, so watch out for that. That's real disappointing, honestly, because, I mean, that's a quarter. Like, you literally get one little, like, rivet of, like, range to move him, and then he just goes limp. And that's real disappointing. But he does look real good, and that's cool. And that could just be a quality issue on what I've actually found. Hopefully not all of them that way. Hopefully yours are not that way. Hopefully I just got a screwed up one, and I'm gonna have to do some little work to that joint to see if I can get it to like actually hold better. I think he looks phenomenal though. Messing around more, you just like got so much range of what you can really do with him. And ignore my shoddy cape work, because I am not great at posing these capes. And like I said, this one feels extra weird to begin with, and it's not really moving the way that some of the other capes do. Like, I don't know, I'm not a big fan of the way that they did this cape. I feel like just a regular cloth would have been the way to go with this. I don't know if they tried going for like a more comic accurate with the sheen, but like, I feel like there was a better way to do this cape. But again, just more fun poses. He holds things pretty well. And like I said, the only issue I had is I don't like the material they used for the cape. It feels weird. I've got that weird thing going on with that elbow joint, but that could just be a poor quality mistake not caught on my specific figure, not the whole line of them. He looks good, and he is fun to play with. He moves really well, too. Gonna have fun with him. He is just fun, and this was that Retro 66 line Batmobile that they did. He is just gonna be a lot of fun. He does not fit in this one. I think this was made for those 6-inch line, which unfortunately I don't have any of. I've got Doctor Who figures normally in this, but I figured, we had to throw them in there at least once. And there you have him inside the Retro 66 Batcave, too. So, there you go. There's your Adam West Batman. I hope you guys have as much fun with him as I do, and you guys don't end up with that elbow problem. We'll catch you guys around next time. He is going to be super fun to play with, guys. Just super fun.